Jordan, we went to the movies recently. We saw
Ass.
Captain. Nigga didn't even let me. We saw Captain America 4: Brave New World. What are your thoughts, bro? Let's get right into it.
All right, so if you want to go out date night, like if you just want a reason to go outside, I respect it. I highly recommend the only way to watch this movie is probably Dolby Cinemas or IMAX in no other way.
Yeah.
Um, as a Marvel fan, I always talk about the script and why Marvel doesn't stick to the script. I get like you want to like put your own stamp on a movie, but there's just no reason to change some things. So like as a Marvel fan, I'm just trying to enjoy the movie, but I'm like that's wrong. That's wrong. It's just like there's no way Falcon, who I guess is the new our Captain America, with no serum is 1v1 in a Hulk ever, ever. I dislike the 5 minute fight scene. You get Red Hulk for 5 minutes, if that.
That might be. You might be stretching it a little. Pause, stretching it a little bit.
With what?
It might have been less than 5 minutes.
Three. I dislike the leader. Like we've been waiting for him since what was that 2010? Like we've been waiting for him forever. And the actor is beastie. And you bring him back and he's in there looking like dried asparagus, bro. I think he was not looking like that. He was out there looking like asparagus, bro. Bad costume art, bad makeup.
His shit is pushed back right here, though. Can we agree on that? His shit is pushed. He needs to go to Akuma. His shit is pushed back.
They caked it with Lita. Some of the dialogue was mad lame to me. Like, there's no way that like you talking down Red Hulk. You know what I mean? Especially like his first transformation. There's no way you're gonna talk him down.
As a Naruto fan, the nigga hit him with the talk no jutsu.
I'm like,
crazy.
Real Hulk is not even his shorty wasn't getting him calm right away like that. But I like what it could have been. It could have been really good. But it's like in Marvel Rivals, you know when you about to capture and then somebody ults and fucks it all up? That's what it was like. Every time I was getting into it, something happened and I was like, I
just feel like, personally, I feel like we were sold on a different movie from what we got. Like the trailers made it seem like a lot of stuff was gonna happen with the Celestials, or like at least with not with the Celestials, but you know, surrounding like the Celestial mass and Tiamat in the ocean and shit like that. So the fact that like you get that for about 2 minutes and they don't even really land on the Celestial, they kind of like hang off the side of it real quick, and that's literally it. Like you know, like it. Even the title kind of throws you off. Brave New World.
How long was this movie?
1 hour and 58 minutes.
They could have just made it that 2 hour 30, and you could have segued into Eternals. You could have segued into X-Men.
I think a lot of people went in the movie thinking that there was going to be some type of connection with me personally.
They did bad. They did bad, especially like how like old Hulk has been abandoned completely. So the fact that you bringing back characters, you bringing back storylines and like news from that time. And you're not just connecting everything. So like, it's just like you bringing up adamantium, you bringing up all these things. And they bringing up Wakanda, and then it's just like, then they move on. It's instant move on, like we don't get no answers, no.
I think the most jarring shit, like the most insane shit, was that they literally wasted Giancarlo Esposito's MCU character.
Yeah.
Like that shit, and Seth Rollins was supposed to be that like that was his character before they cut him out the movie and replaced him with Giancarlo Esposito. It's like, if y'all was gonna make him y'all should have just made him a goofy side character that gets locked up, and like we don't mind that. You don't waste Giancarlo Esposito.
Like even some of his scenes, like I know it wasn't his acting because we all know he could do it.
Yeah.
But like some of the lines that they made him use, or like all the characters' lines.
The line delivery was ass, bro. He said some shit like, "I will kill you, Captain America," and I was like, that scene didn't bother you? That the nigga just gave you a pardon or is helping you with a jail deal, and then you talking about you're gonna kill him when you get out of it, when you break out? I'd have turned around like, wait, what you said, nigga? Duh.
He's like, I'll get out.
Like what?
It was
a lot of jarring shit in the movie.
It just didn't. Yeah, I felt like there was no organization. They were all over the place.
Yeah.
Didn't answer the questions that they were supposed to answer. And for that, you shouldn't just haven't even talked about adamantium. You could never even talked about the Tiamat. Like it was just no reason. If you're gonna bring these things up, then just dive into it. You could have just answered that
They
question.
flirted with a lot of shit and didn't really do nothing with it.
It wasn't even really like a flirt, because if I could like a flirt is to tease you, it wasn't even a tease. It was like they started and then the budget ended.
You know the Bill Cosby when he's walking and he just looked back real quick and they just looked at it and they kept it moving.
Yo, I was like, nah, man. It was. I feel like I haven't been to the movies in a while and seen something that was worth spending money on.
And that definitely wasn't one of them.
Hell no.
Yeah. If I could get my money back, I definitely would.
By the time I got home, shower, and sleep, I had to be up in 2 hours.
Do you want to give it a number rating?
Seven one.
You gave it a 7?
7.
Okay.
That's me being, you know, that's just because the good parts. I
think Harrison Ford was actually I don't think he was better than William Hurt, but he was decent.
I wanted to go 6'8".
Yeah.
But
I'm going 5.
Honestly, it could have been a Disney Plus release.
I think it would have worked better as a show.
Yes.
Like if this was a show and then at the end of the show we find out that the nigga that was doing the whole thing was a lead, like that's some shit you leave for a TV show. You don't leave like a crime series. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's like some crime series shit. So I don't know. I think there was some other things they could have did, especially with all the actors and talent that was in the movie.
Like I get it. Like vibranium is like important. It's an amazing substance. I get it. But there's no way Falcon and his wings that vibranium is gonna hold off the Hawk. You know what I mean? Like you just he just keeps getting up after getting plummeled. He just keeps standing, and he just got stabbed 15 minutes ago. Like,
can we talk about how, like, speaking of stab, I feel like everybody got stabbed one time in the movie. How did Captain America get stabbed in the chest and shrug it off? And so did Sawanda during their fight.
He pulled up, changed clothes, and then got a road trip to Virginia, bro. Like,
how did you get there before him and I just stopped you? That shit don't even make sense, bro. Yeah, it was a bad movie with good actors, I feel like. So for that, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Definitely should have been a Disney Plus series, like Jordan said. That it should have been a release on there. That would have been cool. I don't think there would have been that much critique at that point because it's a show.
I appreciate like the focus on vibranium, allowing him to be in those situations, but still though, as a human, right? If you get punched by the Hawk with vibranium, you're not dying, but you're still gonna feel the force of the punch.
Yeah.
And his ability to just keep standing up, and he fought the whole movie.
Yeah.
Was crazy.
It's a little bit ridiculous. No funny shit. I'm agreeing.
And then before we end this, we gotta talk about that bum ass post credit scene.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Let's talk about the post credit scene, bro. The nigga said the others.
Icing on the cake to a fucking cacao movie.
That confirmed it. Like, oh, y'all know this shit was ass, and y'all gave us a whack post credit copy.
Yo, me and E are sitting in the movies watching 15 minutes of fucking just credits roll for the fucking worst, and the response of everybody in the movie theater was the same.
Yeah. That's
sucking
how I wasn't
teeth.
bugging.
It was pointless. Like, it was pointless. In the one instance that you could have gave us something to just make all this shit make sense.
Yeah.
Like, that's you can leave the movie theater and be 100% fine. Don't let curiosity kill a cat. You don't need to know. They don't do nothing. Like, who the fuck wrote that off? Who put that in the movie? It was pointless.
Did Kevin Feige see this shit before it dropped?
Bro, I got the Marvel Encyclopedia right here. Who the fuck are the others?
He could have said, so you know what I think would have fixed that whole scene? And I was talking to my girl about it yesterday. I was like, if in that scene he would have said all that and he was like, I've seen it all, destruction, chaos, and then he would have said doom, and then the shit would have ended.
Beastie
would have been perfect. I've seen chaos, I've seen doom, and then the shit just
and that's still different from the type of other end credits that we get, because most end credits start with a character that's going to be featured in another movie.
Yep.
We didn't even get that.
It didn't even say the leader will return.
To be honest, that conversation could have just been when he was in the prison fucking talking to Harrison Ford. Because
he could have spoke about a lot of shit. If you've seen all the probabilities, you could have talked about Dr. Doom real quick, the Fantastic Four, Galactus, the Incursions, the Illuminati. You could have said anything that would have made that scene better, but instead you opted for the others. Crazy work. All right, let's move on to some other Marvel news, right? Marvel Rivals. D, I don't know if you want to come back.